Okay, so just know that when I was in high school, I made a video very similar to this, and all the foot perverts scared me off the platform, and now that I'm an adult woman, I'm just here to say, I'm not here for you. Okay, so speaking of high school, these Converse were my boyfriend's high school shoes, which is why they look properly beat up to perfection. Even though they aren't, they do have this rustic vintage look to them, and they're just very comfortable and a fun neutral pop of color, being this dull mustard color. The suede is super high quality, and I really like the dingy sort of toe slash that sole. I really like that it's sort of dinged up and dingy looking and literally impossible to clean. I have tried, but it's grown on me. I do actually really like that the color has dulled over the years of use and wear, and I think it just adds this sort of Netflix girl riding a bicycle on a rainy day in a, like, you know what I mean? It gives that Netflix je ne sais quoi, and I really like them. I vibe with that, so these are a nice little inheritance from my lovely boyfriend. I'm pretty sure all my sneakers from this point were thrift finds, and these Tommy Hilfiger sneakers were no exception. I tend to vibe more with the men's sneakers. I very much prefer them to the women's sneakers I found at the thrift store. And I mean, look at these, the genuine leather and the steep black, the pops of white and the details. The texture on these is fantastic, and they're super comfortable while retaining that like street style vibe I thought of when I scooped these up. I really love the light blue linen detail inside the shoe as well. It's just so comfortable. It's such a nice high quality shoe. I also like the leather embossing with the name. These are just a fantastic pair of sneakers. On the same thrift trip I got the Tommies, I picked these up from the kids section. These are genuine leather Levi's low-top sneakers, complete with the classic brown and red suede branded markers that are of course quintessential to the Levi's brand, with the red Levi's accents throughout. These are super easy to throw on for a quick trip to the grocery store, and I'm super happy I was able to find both of these high quality brands at the thrift store for literally probably no more than $5 each. The white stitching on these is really cute, the bottoms are fairly clean, and these were pretty much unworn when I found them. My Esprit sneakers have become a staple in my wardrobe, and I think I may have to actually retire them soon because I've worn them that much that they're beginning to disintegrate at the heel where I slide them on. They may look like they're a little dirty and dingy, but they're actually quite clean. I just scrubbed them the other day, and this is actually just where they're starting to wear down and disintegrate, so I may actually have to get rid of these. But I wanted a sneaker, a white one, like the ones from Fila, but I didn't have the money or the confidence to commit to that, so I picked these up and I've made them my everyday shoe, and it really does show. Moving into flats, these are a pair of Italian leather men's loafers that I scored at a thrift shop and wear whenever I'm feeling ultra preppy. They're really solidly constructed, and I really admire the handmade craftsmanship that I'm assuming went into these. I love the little braided leather details and tassels that adorn the front of the shoe, and even the tiny heel on the back makes this such a beautifully made loafer, and I'm pretty sure these are like young boys like private school shoes because they're like a size men's 8. They were very small. They were in the kids section as well when I found them, and I'm just happy that I found them. These tan Naturalizer loafers were a recent thrift find, actually. I really loved the almost bubble shape that the heel had, and these are super comfortable and sleek and really give sort of a nod to like the modern businessy aesthetic that's going on, especially on my Pinterest board. And as all of you know, I have fallen in love with all things beige, cream, and tan as a color palette, so these shoes were a nice addition into my closet. You may notice I'm wearing socks with shoes that shouldn't be worn with socks, and I will tell you, the perverts of 2016 made that decision for me, so no one comment about it, okay? I understand that it looks strange. I really went out of my comfort zone with these pointed toe mule flats from the brand Bamboo. They're the Justify style, and they're these double-strapped, gold-studded black faux leather flats, and I cannot get over how dramatic these look. Honestly, these are a little intimidating even for me, but they were clearanced out for $3, so I figured I couldn't really lose by getting them, and I am really excited to style these. I think they are super cute, even if they are a little bit of a finicky shoe to pair with other things. On to my second favorite category, heels. I am a heel girl through and through, and these vintage kitten heels from Tiptoe are super cute and very wearable. I love the shape of them, especially the the toe cleavage part. I'm not actually sure what that part of a heel is called, but the space that you put your foot into, it's got this really dainty curve to it that matches the point of the actual toe, and it's just a nice detail. And I know I actually have to get these re-heeled because the heel caps came off shortly after I got these home, but they are a really nice velvet material, and I'm really excited to get these fixed and actually wear them out. Okay, does anyone remember Hotlook.com? Nordstrom destroyed them in 2020, I believe, but they were my favorite place to buy shoes before then. These heels are by the brand Chic and are super modern and, dare I say, a little sexy, with these 3 tiny little straps that are supposed to seatbelt your foot into the sole of the shoe. And surprisingly, I haven't broken them since I got them in like 2017. They've got these really cute little silver studs along each strap that make these a little edgier and more badass than any shoe I've shown thus far. If you'd watched my videos before, you will recognize these. These are my favorite red platform strappy sandals that I love because look at that color. These are a nice way to be super bold with my footwear while still remaining safely within my comfort zone of shape. They are by the brand Chinese Laundry, and they actually still sell this style, so I will link it in the description below because these shoes have served me well over the last 4 or 5 years that I've had them, and if you like them, you can still get them, which is kind of rare for this video. I bought these as a present for myself for getting through my first month of physical therapy as a reward for all of my hard work. These are the Dircy 2 in light pink from Mark Fisher, and when I say these shoes make me feel like a cute little Barbie, y'all, these are my favorite shoe of the moment. I'm really trying to embrace my femininity and like dainty vibes and all of those things these days. And these have like the cutest heart-shaped curves, the Mary Jane style platform, the pale pink. These just all give me Barbie girl energy that I want to channel this year. I love them. They're comfortable, they're so cute, and they serve with or without cute little frilly socks paired with them. They really are surprisingly versatile. You guys know my love for these is also unmatched. These are a very similar pair to the Dircys I just showed you, but closed toe and without the heart-shaped curves. These are patent leather black Prada platform Mary Jane dupes. Steve Madden actually just released their official dupe, and honestly I'm so mad that I don't own those, but these are super cute too. So I guess I can't be that mad. Platform Mary Janes seem to be all the rage now, so these were a fun addition to my closet, and these were clearanced out for $15, so they definitely were the cutest and comfiest option at that price point. These are absolutely gorgeous, and I didn't say it before, but these are the Madden Girl in the Una. That is the style. All of the styles should be written below, so you can look it up if you are interested in this particular shoe. Keeping with Mary Jane's, these Kelly and Katie ones are a little slicker and more of a modern shape. I actually got these for a Peggy Carter costume for Halloween one year, if you like Marvel movies or Captain America. But they're sleek enough that I kept these in my wardrobe. I really like the line down the center of the foot connecting the ankle strap to the toe line. I think it really adds a sort of visual interest that would have otherwise made these a pretty boring pair of black heels, which, believe me, I do also own boring black heels, but these are just more interesting and also super comfortable. I remember seeing these on 6pm.com and gasping in bed at like 2 a.m. and immediately purchasing these because they reminded me of my mom's old shoes that I'd play dress up with as a little girl. I loved these brown and white cow print mules though. I find mules a little bit hard to style, and I'm sure I'll find a cute way to wear these because they do remind me of the good parts of being a kid with a more modern style to the ones I tried on back then. I really like the light wooden block heel. I think it's a really nice addition to the deeper sort of cinnamon color and the white of the cow fur. I think this is so cute. Cows have fur? Is that fur? I'm not sure if it's supposed to look like suede or fur. Oh my god. I wasn't big on sandals until a few years ago when I decided I actually enjoy leaving the house during the summer months, which if you live in the muggy Midwest is saying something. I love the details in these. They feel very timeless, but also like very Y2K inspired as a platform sandal. Those were the it girl thing back then. And I love how these can be paired with warmer or cooler color palettes because of the warm tones in the faux leather and the cool tones of the silver hardware that keeps it all together. I really do enjoy the look of these. They remind me of like Lizzie McGuire, but today, which I am fully blaming Disney for not giving us modern Lizzie McGuire. These Worthington Strappy sandals were a thrift find, and I'm really happy I snagged these up because I have seen so many strapped sandals and heels coming into style for 2022. And while these aren't the most comfortable shoe, if I'm honest, I can alter them to make them a little more walkable by pairing them with cute frilly socks, which I've also seen a lot of people doing lately, and they also look really cute and trendy. But I can also hot glue some like felt padding on the inside of the shoe where it is a little bit blistery, if I'm honest. These straps on this are actually fine. It's like the bottom part where they have the raw stitching inside the where your foot goes. You can kind of see it on the inside of the shoe. It's the same dark brown stitching on the outside, but these are a little bit uncomfortable, but once I make some adjustments, I think these are going to be my ultimate summer shoe. When Lord & Taylor closed down its stores, they had this amazing sale that lasted months. It was like 50 to 70% off. These are the Jocelyn white espadrille wedges from Tahari, and when I tell you I chucked these and 3 other pairs of shoes in my arms before checking out, I'm not lying. These quickly became my favorite summer shoe. They make your legs look so good. They are style neutral, meaning they go with so many different aesthetics, and I just love them so much. I am not a person who likes to pay full price for anything, so when I walk into an express store, I put my blinders on till I get to the clearance area. These $60 white chunky sandals cost me about $15, and look at how sleek and modern and pretty they are. I really love a white shoe. I feel like it's a bit unexpected because white shoes tend to get dirty, so people stray away from them a little bit, but me, I'm obsessed and to a fault. My signature at this point is a white shoe, so... These next two are recent thrift finds as well, and I am obsessed with the recent resurgence of denim shoes. These cute little denim and cork kitten wedges got me in the thrift store, and they have the same twisted front detailing as the Tahari shoes. They have me weak, you guys. I could not leave them. They're just that beautiful, and they're gonna be such a cute statement shoe this summer. If the last pair of shoes was the baby, this is the mother, because look at this high twisted dark denim wedge. Just look. My mom definitely had these in her closet in '02 and probably flexed on all the other moms dropping me off to like 2nd grade before going to work. Now it's my turn to flex on everyone this summer because these are so 2000s chic, and honestly, I'm so mad I have to wait for better weather to put these on. These are fantastic. They have these little gold studs in them and this cork material, the twisted denim. Oh, it's so fantastic. Glittery boots are something I have a little bit of a collection of, these being the first pair I've purchased and thereby the first that I'm going to show you guys. These are Cape Robins in this gunmetal silver color. The way these look in ambient lighting is insane. They look magical. I'm pretty sure I wore these to see Kesha in 2018. They are such a party shoe and they're fantastic, not to mention comfortable. As you can see from the bottoms of these, I wore them practically every day at one point in my life, and one day I will circle back to wearing these regularly. I bought these right before the pandemic began, obviously anticipating more parties, concerts, and events to wear them to, so these haven't gotten their day in the sun yet, but I do love these. Look at them! The silhouette of these is more pointed, almost like a cowboy boot with that slanted block heel and the rhinestones. Oh my god, they're tacky, but in the most fun way. Azealia Wang is really a fun brand because I feel like all of their shoes have this party energy to them. They're fun shoes, definitely a bit out there, but in an interesting way. Not to mention the fit is well thought out, and I've never had an uncomfortable moment in any of their shoes, and I probably own 5 or 6 pairs total from the brand. And these are just so gorgeous. I mean, look at how the light catches on these. It's fantastic.
Get away with me, your love, something to crave, I need, I know, you're not what I need. Don't lie, take it away with me, your love, something to crave, I need, I know, you're not what I need.
My Aldo Ariellas have made so many appearances on this channel, and for good reasons. They scream high fashion supervillain to me. They're this cherry red latex looking sock boot, and it really gives me the urge to enter a villain era and take over Gotham or whatever, especially since Robert Pattinson is Batman now. God, I'm so sorry. Mine are a little scuffed at the side of the toe, but I'm sure I could buff that off if I really wanted to. And I have my eye on a super similar baby blue pair of these because they are really just so cute. So just know that if you see me in a pair of blue ones, know that I could not reserve? Really? You want to try that one again, Josie? I could not resist my consumeristic urges. It's just in my nature. I'm a huge fan of snakeskin printed items, and I think if you're nervous to start pattern and print, an easy way to start is by introducing shoes that are printed as a statement piece. For me, these are a total neutral. They're cream and gray, which means they'll go with just about anything, and a chunky low block heel means they're comfortable enough to wear regularly. And as you probably can tell by now, this low block heel is my favorite type of boot because the shape is just really convenient and easy to dress up or down depending on the rest of the outfit. Not only that, but just the general shape of the shoe makes them super comfortable to be walking around in for long periods of time, but also super fashionable, so people will tend to think that you're a little bit more dressed up, which for me is a good thing. Did I mention I have a white shoe addiction? I have a white shoe problem, I do. These were my first pair of white leather booties from Steve Madden, and I literally can't and won't stop reaching for these gorgeous 60s inspired babies. They're really versatile in my wardrobe, and a white boot is just such a statement. They're eye-catching, and the soft, slouchy look of the ankle keeps these as a great casual option in my closet. But overall, I mean, these are a much thinner heel. They're a little bit taller than my other ones. I feel like these are just so special and definitely lean a little bit more vintage looking, even though they definitely aren't. These are definitely from like 2018.
If it's getting hard, if it's getting too hard for you to...
These next ones aren't really white so much as they are eggshell, said the girl with the shoe problem. These are the Steve Madden Caleb's, and I got them as a birthday present this year and have worn them ever since. These are the modern sister of the previous very 60s inspired boot with a lower slanted block heel and the intentional beige/tan accents. These are quickly becoming a favorite of mine because they're a bit more comfortable, but with a similar vibe to the last pair. I mean, look at these. I could wear these all day and not mind. In my childhood, if you told me I'd willingly buy and wear a pair of Skechers boots, I wouldn't have believed you, but here we are. I actually really love these black and white platform combat style boots. They're edgy, they're trendy, but the kind of trendy that doesn't necessarily go in and out of style because it's really depending on like the clothes that you pair it with. I subbed the regular black laces out for these caution tape ones, and I really like the unique detail that added. Because of this thick tread, they also make great winter boots, and of course are super comfortable to walk in while still being really stylish.
Slow down, yo. You love it.
Basically, this is the same boot as the last, but Azealia Wang made it, which means this is going to be incredibly flashy, as we previously discussed. Rhinestone, black, and gunmetal combat boots. Absolutely, I'll take 2. Thank you. Look at how fun these are. Like, they don't get any flashier or comfier than this. They, too, make a great winter boot because of the thick platform and tread on the bottom, but they definitely work year-round for badassery. I mean, look at this. These have all of the glory of the sparkly, like, light-catching gorgeousness and all of the utility of the combat boot style, and honestly, these are just so fantastic, especially for wearing to, like, concerts and stuff where you're on your feet for most of the night, but you still want to have, like, a cute shoe on just in case the person who's singing is going to notice you in the crowd and fall in love with you, and then you're going to get married and have 12 children and live in their ultra mega rich mansion. I mean, you just need to be prepared. So these shoes are definitely gonna do that for you. Let me link below. These are a personal favorite as well, though now that I'm watching the video, these look so plain after the pairs of shoes I just showed you. Regardless, these are a fun thrift find, and have become an everyday shoe for me because they're super easy to throw on and know that they're going to edge up and also go with whatever outfit I'm wearing without having to put too much thought into my shoe choice. These may not snag a ton of compliments on the street due to their plain design, but I like having some shoes that let other statement pieces have the floor. Get it? Because they're shoes. Didn't plan that. I like pairing these with softer, more delicate pieces too to make an outfit a little less sweet and give some depth to a look. However, these work well with every outfit and I really do enjoy them. I'll tell you right now, these give Graveyard Girl energy, and that is precisely why I bought them. I love them, though I'll be the first to admit these are ankle rollers and therefore get a lot less use. I would typically wear these to bars and movies, anywhere I would be mostly seated to still look hot and not have to move and ruin my bad girl illusion by falling and twisting an ankle and probably dying, to be honest. I mean, look at that. Look at how easy it is to roll that ankle in these. But they are really pretty. I've always wanted a pair of cowboy boots, and while I know these definitely were designed for fashion and not function, they serve the same purpose for my wardrobe. They're all black with western stitching details on the toe, and the fringe on the side makes these thrift finds stand out. They are super comfortable. These were brand new when I snagged them and are just amazing. Look at how cute they are. I mean, come on, these are perfect music festival shoes. I've talked a lot about my mom's shoe closet in this video and how I rated it as a kid. Well, these actually are a pair I used to beg her for until one day she gave them to me. These are a old school Michael Kors studded heeled boot. I love the length of them. I think that now that Y2K fashion is back and bigger than ever, these will be considered so trendy. I have a ton of knee and thigh-high boots, but these next two pairs have to be my favorites, which is why these are included. These tall white boots are from Forever 21 a few years ago, and they have lasted. Really love how a tall pair of boots makes me feel. Tons of ankle support, ultra stylish, and they always give a high-end feel no matter how cheap they actually were. I love that these are the perfect median between my very 60s mod vintage and completely sleek and modern. This is the last pair of shoes I'm going to show today because you have to save the best for last. These are my Steve New York Jonas boots. They are mustard, snakeskin, knee-high perfection. They have made me never want to take them off. These look so badass with every outfit. My favorite thing to pair these with is a plain mini dress with a leather trench coat in warmer tones. Really a classic 70s inspired outfit. Like, here are my power boots. Definitely taking these to New York if I ever go. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you already haven't, and I will see you next week for the next video. Bye!
Too hard for you to keep running. Baby, take a minute, slow down.